I told you, lady, that I love you?
Othello on the bellow on the
If I didn't, darling, I'm sorry.
Hey, what's up everyone? Thanks for stopping by again and checking out another video of me, Sky High Reef. On this video I just wanted to talk about corals dying and the difference between corals thriving. Moving up to this larger system, you know, I've said it again, I thought it would be a lot easier and everything would just be able to grow and be able to flourish and thrive, but I'm finding that it is a lot harder and there is still a learning curve in coming with a larger tank and how I'm going to approach this as far as dosing, as far as the simple chemistry of having a larger reef system. For so long having a nano tank, I believe that I just got comfortable in the way I was doing things on that system and seeing good coloration and getting somewhat good growth and really not losing any corals over a really long period of time. In the SPS side of things, I really think I became confident, and it's what spurred me to want to get a bigger system and grow out different frags and whatnot. But having this larger system, I've been experiencing some trouble. I'm going to have to upgrade a lot of different things that I've never had to have before. I believe I went the inappropriate reefer style on the nano tank, but on this larger system, I think I really need to take a step back from trying to grow corals and look for colors, because I do have some things that are dying, and it's because of basic chemistry and having too high of salinity, because I've been using a hydrometer for 5 years and it's time to upgrade to maybe a HANA salinity checker. Not having all of the test kits, because I never really checked phosphates and nitrates before, because I ran an ultra low nutrient system for a very long period of time and it was a stable system. And really trying to set up a new tank and doing that right off the bat, it caused me some issues. Not being able to check my salinity in a good, correct, proper way on such a large volume of water created some issues. Just not having all the things that I needed when getting this tank set up and really getting it thriving. So I would really push for people to make sure you have all your test kits and make sure you have all the things that are updated, you know. There are old ways of doing things, and you know, they say you can't teach an old dog new tricks, but you can buy new pieces of equipment and things that are made now that make the hobby easier. A couple things I've been really thinking about long-term investing in is a calcium reactor, so that way I don't have to use a doser and I can use my same doser to set up an automatic water change without having to spend too much money. I've been thinking about using the other two heads on the doser so that way I can dose SPS food in a gel form, and just really making the tank more automated and easier to use. Having some type of controller set up. The e-coral is something I've been looking at setting up on the system. Just to really be able to take the system to the next level. I wasn't able to do that with the nano tank because I couldn't justify it on such a small volume of water. On 30 gallons worth of water, was it really worth it for me to do everything if everything was thriving and I felt like it looked good and I was getting good feedback from everyone online? So now that I have a larger volume of water, I think I'm going to change up that methodology of reef keeping, and I'm going to come over to the more technical side of things and really start accumulating all the test kits and really start thinking about equipment and just not purchase any more corals. I had some pests in the tank that transferred over from the nano tank. I did everything I could to try and rid myself of them, but the Monty-eating nudibranchs, they're still alive and well, and unfortunately I've lost an entire colony of 4 different kinds of Monty that took me a year and a half to grow out, and it was really beautiful, and it was a centerpiece in the nano, and that whole piece is gone now. My Langsai flower petal Monty is also, it's basically gone. My German blue digi, they're all pretty much gone. My forest fire and my bubblegum digi, they're not looking too good, and I've dipped these corals. I did everything I could try and do to really eliminate these pests, but I haven't. I'm almost at the point to where once the Monties are all gone, I'm just not going to purchase any more Monties anymore and just move on from that coral, as it's just not worth the hassle. I know I can buy certain fish and whatnot, but I think I'm just going to move on from those corals for now in the hobby and let those corals go out of the system, let the nudibranchs just die off or whatever the case may be with them. I've lost my strawberry shortcake. I've lost my Jason Fox Flame. I've lost my ASD Rainbow Millie. I'm losing my OG Oregon Tort. So there's been some losses, man. Some corals have died, and at the moment, you know, I'm only a month in, but it's okay. I'm not feeling too discouraged. I've had these corals for a long time. They're not all brand new pieces that just came into my life and I'm watching them die. It is a little sadder because I had them for so long, but I did expect some losses, even though I was confident in the fact that I didn't lose anything in the first month. I knew there was going to be a point where I was going to lose some things. So I'm okay with that for right now. As long as I don't get a total wipe out of the system, I'll be okay and I'll be able to live with it. But I think I'm going to hold off on just buying some corals for a while, get my test kits up, get my setup and my equipment updated to newer to the newer standard and newer level of reef keeping, and where we're at in the hobby. So that way I can evolve and move forward in this and be more successful. Going into next year, I can start ordering some more frag packs and bringing the tank back. So once again, thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe below, leave a like, a comment. Thanks.